Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you could play a song called Bottoms Up by Brantley Gilbert. And it starts out with this really cool arpeggio lick around an E minor chord. When we play E minor, first finger goes to A on the second fret, the second finger on the D string on the second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really sad. Now through the song though, you may want to think about adding in the third finger on the B string third fret, pinky on the high E string third fret, and making that an E minor 7 chord. It can be kind of a cool option through the song. And actually, like for our chorus, there's this cool little hit where you may just want to use part of the E chord and kind of play just the E and the A string of that, and that sounds an E5 power chord if you play just those two notes. Now you may also want to think about playing E5 in a different place, where you do first finger on the A string on the 7th fret, third finger on the 9th fret on the D string, and kind of using that with the open E. That's more for kind of the chorus later on. It's kind of using that as kind of a hidden idea for that E5. And then from the E minor on our intro, we're going to be going to a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger on the D string on the 2nd fret, third finger on the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now through the song though, you may want to think about using a C major 9 when you play C major 9. First finger goes to the D on the 2nd fret, second finger on the A string on the 3rd fret, third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret, and the pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major 9, which you may want to use for your C chord. Or especially for the chorus, if you want to be really powerful, you could use a C5 power chord, where you do the first finger on the A string 3rd fret, third finger on the D string on the 5th fret, and kind of use just the A and the D string to kind of make that really powerful with a C5 power chord. And then from the C, we're going to be going to a D major chord. When we play D major, first finger goes to the D or G string on the 2nd fret, a second finger on the high E on the 2nd fret, and third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now with the arpeggio that happens in the beginning, you may also want to think about using something called D add 4, where you could take the C major shape and just slide it over 2 frets. So you've got first finger on the B string 3rd fret, second finger on the D string 4th fret, third finger on the A string 5th fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a D add 4. So you may want to use that for the D chord, especially on the intro lick. Or, especially in the chorus, you may want to use a D5 power chord, where you do the first finger on the A string 5th fret, third finger on the D string on the 7th fret, and kind of strum the A string and the D string together to kind of sound a big D5. So through the intro part though, we're kind of working around regular E minor and the regular C and the D add 4. And what you may want to do is kind of do little arpeggios of that. And in the recording, it sounds like you start low E string, A string, and then the G string, second on the D string, which you're kind of holding down as part of the chord. And then you go to the C major chord and do the A and the D and the G, and then back to the D, and then we can play the third on the A string and slide that to 5th fret, and then kind of hold on to that shape of the C chord for the 4th fret on the D, open G, and then back to 4th fret on the D, and then we kind of do that arpeggio again, a broken chord, kind of doing the A, D, G, D around that shape. So we got our E minor with the open E, A, G, D, C with the A, D, G, D, and then that D sus 4 for the 3, 5, slide 4, 0, 4, 5, 4, 0, 4, 0, 2, 0, 2, 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 5, 4, 0, 4, 5, 4, 0, 4. So you want to kind of play around with that, and later on you'll kind of hear where there's a cool little harmonic hit on that lick, or to kind of accent it, where you can kind of take the 12th fret, and if you take the first finger and kind of lightly touch the strings near to the 12th fret, you can kind of get almost like a little chime sound to kind of come out of those notes. And it's kind of weird because you're not actually pressing down on the string, you're just kind of lightly touching it to get a harmonic sound. So you may want to kind of accent that lick sometimes with that. That may be kind of a cool way to kind of work through the lick too. Intro the tune. Now a lot of times with a song like this though, to make it more interesting and kind of support my voice, I like using something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the E minor and just tried that a lot. You got down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, applying that to kind of our intro, which kind of becomes our verse chorus, is that the E minor and the C half. So you may want to do just a down, down up on the E minor, down, down up on the C, and then do your whole strum pattern on the D chord. So you have E minor, down, up, C, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, E minor, down, up, C, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, E minor, down, up, C, down, up, D, down, up, down, up. Now something else I think about adding to the song too is bass notes, and a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you're doing a bass note for the chord. So on the E minor, you have the low E for the bass. On the C, you'd have the A for the bass. And on the D, you'd have the D for the bass if you're doing a regular D chord. If you're digging on that D add 4, you can do the A string for the bass on that chord. So we try adding basses to that. We could have E minor with low E bass, C with an A bass, D with an A bass. E minor with low E bass, C with an A bass, D with an E bass. E minor low E bass, C with an A bass, D add 4 with an A bass. Another strum pattern that I think about using through the song, though, is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into two parts with our down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that beat into 4 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the E minor and do it down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you're doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you'd be doing a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you'd be going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then on the third beat, you'd be doing an up on 2, down on 3. So you'd be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 up, down, 1 up, down, 1 up, down. And then on the last beat, you'd be going down, up, down, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So all together, you got down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. So we're going to kind of apply that to our verse chorus. We could do the E minor with a down, 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 up, C with a down, 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 up, and then save the whole strum pattern for the D at the end. So E minor down, 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 C down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, D, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, minor, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, D, down, down, up, down, down, down. Or if you're kind of digging on the basses, you could add basses to that and have a bass down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, D with an E bass, down, 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 E minor, C with an A bass, D with an E bass, down, 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 E minor, C with an A bass, D with an E bass, C with an A bass, D with an E bass. And it would basically be repeating that. Although when you get to the chorus, you may want to kind of go to gravitate towards the power chords that we were talking about earlier, where you may want to do kind of a E5 with a 2-hit, and then kind of kill it. I'm kind of adding in some muting, so I'm going down, 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 up, down, up, and kind of killing the sound with my left hand. And then we go to C5 and do that same thing, and then we go to the D5 and do that same thing, and another D5. So we're kind of digging on the D5, C, E, D, D5, C5, D5. Kind of a cool way to kind of get through the chorus. C5, D5. And then we'll basically be alternating between our verse and our chorus until we get to our solo part. And on the solo, it's actually exactly that same chord progression. And if you're interested in kind of playing solos through that, actually, this is a really cool scale to kind of work through. That would be an E minor pentatonic scale. And I actually have a little video called Talking with the Guitar with the Pentatonic Map, where I kind of go over kind of the notes of an E minor pentatonic scale in kind of a cool way across the neck. So if you're interested in kind of jamming out or playing lead licks over the top of it, that would be a really cool scale to kind of work through the song. It's kind of playing E's and G's and A's and B's and D's and E's and G's and A's and B's and D's and E's and G's and A's and B's and D's and E's. So you can kind of make up a lot of things with that. So if you're kind of interested in that, you may want to check out that video. And right after the solo, we'll be going into our bridge part. And on our bridge, if we're doing the down, down, up, down, up, it's kind of an E minor with our whole strum pattern. And then we go to a D with the whole strum pattern. And then E minor with our whole strum pattern. And then we kind of break it back down to kind of a D with kind of a down. And you might want to kind of kill the strings to kind of accent them. Or if you're doing the 16th pattern, you'd have the E minor, D with a D bass, E minor with a bass, and then kind of a big D, and then from there, then we'd be going into our chorus part. So we kind of back down to A, C5, D5, E5, C5. There's kind of a big hit on a D, and then we kind of come in back on our verse chorus. Now what you may want to do though is, especially if you do other licks or other strum patterns around these chords, you can kind of feel free to kind of embellish this in any way you want to. I mean, you can kind of make the tune a little bit more your own too. So you want to kind of experiment with it and kind of see what you can say with the chord progression. Or you might want to kind of bring in back into that intro lick. Outro the tune as well. And there are a couple spots through the song actually where that lick kind of comes back. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Bottoms Up by Brantley Gilbert. So good luck!